What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the reasons why I love my 2024 Husqvarna TE250 and why you should choose this bike over other bikes if you're looking to get into trail riding, you're looking for a new trail riding bike, or you're kind of just looking for a two-stroke trail bike in general. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. All right, reason number one, the Husqvarna platform in general. You know you're getting a good bike when you're purchasing this bike. Comes with all the parts that you could possibly need already on the thing, other than a couple protection parts that you might want to buy on your own. But for the most part, you're getting a super good bike right out of the box. If you don't want to worry about needing a better this, needing a better that, this is going to be your go-to choice, on top of getting a super reliable bike that's going to last you for years to come. No worrying about, getting a new bike down the road. That's the main reason why I went with this bike. I don't plan on getting a new bike anytime soon. I want a reliable bike that's going to keep up with the times, and this bike, in the 2 years that I've owned it, has literally done that exact thing for me. Right off the bat, you're getting good wheel and tire set, good rotors, BrakeTech brakes. Now, a lot of people swap these out for the Brembos. I don't know why you would do that on a perfectly good brand new machine. You're probably just more experienced or a high level rider, but for the majority of people, these brakes are going to be plenty enough. Don't listen to the forums and all that saying that these brakes suck. These brakes are plenty powerful. I've done some pretty big hill climbs on them, performed great. Now, there are some brakes that are probably just not good right out of the factory. That's when your warranty will kick in, but for the most part, you're not going to have any issues with these BrakeTech front and rear brakes. Now, on top of that, you're going to get WP suspension, best in the game. I never really knew suspension could make that big a difference until I jumped on an MX bike and then a trail bike, and perfectly tuned suspension for your style riding is absolutely crucial. You're going to get that front and rear. This was an upgrade just so I'm legal in the forest, but for the most part, the silencer it comes with rips. You're not going to need it. Obviously, you have a tail light. It's a trail bike, and then you have your headlight. It's going to do the job. If you want a little additional light, just strap it onto your helmet and you're going to be good. Everything on this bike is good right out of the box. You got the Pro Taper handlebars, you have ODI grips, the throttle response is good. You have a desert tank, good grippy seat. This is aftermarket because I wanted one to shave. The stock one is over there in the box, that blue one, and it's plenty good. Foot pegs, a lot of people swap these out right off the bat. These have been nothing but good for me. When they get wet, it's a little slippery, but for the most part, they'll do the job. Just get some good boots and you'll be good. I have Enduro boots that have grippy sole. Not really worried about it. The gearing on this thing, still stock, does plenty good. Again, I'm making hill climbs that people having to modify the gearing on it to make the hill climbs. I haven't had that issue, but then again, I'm only 5'6" and 180 pounds with all my gear on, so maybe if you're a bigger, heavier guy, you might need to. For the most part, you're going to be good. Radiator fan, add that if you wish, but for the most part, everything is good. You have, your cockpit here. Again, it's BrakeTech. I don't think you need to upgrade it to the Brembo. Maybe, once stuff wears out. For the most part, everything is going to be good. Even this stock pipe is good. Parts on this thing, you can't complain. You're getting some of the best stuff out there right out of the box. Now, aside from getting a bike from a reputable brand, you're going to get a pretty solid, decent warranty. If something breaks that's a factory issue, they'll go ahead and replace it for you. Also, just depends on the dealer, so just make sure you're working with a good dealer. Going with a tried and true machine such as this for the trail side of riding, Husqvarna, you can't go wrong with that. That alone just gives you peace of mind. That's another big reason if you plan on getting one bike long term. That's pretty much the selling factor here. Now, aside from that and the parts, oil injection, not having to worry about mixing oil, all the ratios, all that sort of thing, especially if you're kind of getting into it, or maybe you stopped riding, now you're getting back into trail riding, that sort of thing, kind of swapping from track to trail. Having oil injection where you just stick the oil in one spot, gas in the other spot, is a huge pro in my opinion. I don't worry about anything. I just gas up, and then from time to time I have to top up with 2-stroke oil. I just keep a bottle in my gear bag just in case. Even then, it's just not having to worry about that sort of thing and still getting good performance is absolutely amazing. I know a lot of people rave about the oil injection. No issues there. If you do wish to mix oil, there's a kit you can convert it, but I don't see any people doing that right off the bat, especially if they're going to 250 and kind of just a casual rider. You're going to be set and good to go. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not the tallest rider. I'm 5'6", with boots on, maybe a tiny bit taller, but 5'6", 150 without gear or anything. The height and just stature of the bike is absolutely perfect. I've been on a Husqvarna 501, which is the dual sport. I've also been on the KTM version of that, and the KTMs are just a little bigger and beefier, and for smaller guys, they're kind of a lot tougher to ride in my opinion. The height of this is a tiny bit shorter than the KTMs, but that makes a world of a difference, especially, when trying to touch and dab, confidence overall. Now go ahead and shave the seat and you're a confident person on this machine if you're shorter statured. Now, if you're taller, I don't see it being too small, but if you're really tall, then it'll probably be an issue for you. Those taller riders are going to love this bike just because how small feeling and playful it's going to feel. Even the shorter statured guys, it feels super playful, nice and nimble through the single track trails. Exactly what I wanted coming from a 4-stroke. Very mountain bike-esque with that 2-stroke versus the 4-stroke. Nice and light and nimble and very maneuverable. Exactly what you want for trails, single track, and exploring. Now, on top of lowering the seat, you can lower the suspension internally, obviously by suspension shop or just like a dealer, someone professional. Don't lower it a whole lot, but that'll also give you a little bit more. I haven't done that. It runs anywhere between like $500 to $1,200 from what I've heard. I don't really plan on doing it just because my bike is pretty dialed the way it is and I feel confident and comfortable the way it is, but there is other options to kind of tune it more to your liking and your, stature, that sort of thing, without having to compromise performance. Because I know if you do certain types of lowering the linkage and all that, it jacks up the whole geometry of it, and people definitely do not recommend doing that. But just rest assured, there are other workarounds that you can make this thing more to your liking. Moving on to one of the biggest and most important things when it comes to riding in single track. I didn't really know it made that big of a difference until I went from a MX bike to a trail bike, and that is suspension. Riding an MX bike on single track trails is absolutely brutal, and that's where I saw how important suspension was. Tuned for the type of riding you're doing, this thing comes with the best suspension out of the box that you can possibly get, aside from a KTM as well. They both have great suspension that is specifically tuned for trail riding. You literally cannot feel rocks, boulders, bumps, etc. This thing is an absolute dream to ride on the trail. Feels like you're riding on a cloud. I had an eye-opening experience just, riding some rocky stuff and not even feeling any of it. Absolutely amazing. Kept my ride going longer, saved me a ton of energy, and also kept me from getting bucked off or falling and, possibly getting injured and, being out of riding for a while. So suspension right off the box, WP front and rear, tuned for trail riding, bumps and stuff. And then top of that, you can tune it to make it either super soft or a little bit stiffer. I just run the normal setting. Absolutely amazing and awesome for what I need. I don't think I need to make it softer. I don't think I need to make it stiffer. Absolutely perfect suspension. You need good suspension for trail riding. Trust me on that. I've never been a suspension guy. I stand by suspension now 100%. This is the best suspension you can get out of any bike. No need to even upgrade it. Single track, trail riding, exploring, days out in the desert, you're going to be set for a very long time, other than, just like maintenance and upkeep. Next big thing is the power. Now, when you think of a 2-stroke, you think of looping the bike out, crazy amount of power, super loud and obnoxious bikes. These new trail 2-stroke bikes are a complete different beast in the most perfect way. These things can ride super slow, just lugging it, just pretty much tractoring up things without you having to be on the pipe, without you having to worry about looping the bike. Super smooth throttle response, which is exactly what you need whenever you're on rocks, slippery, sandy stuff. Just in general, you need smooth throttle response. This bike has that stock. Now, on top of that, whenever you do need to have all that 2-stroke power, you're going to have that right at your fingertips. It's an awesome, just perfect balance of both power and the smoothness. Again, this has been a game changer. Everyone was warning me not to get a 2-stroke for trail riding and just of how crazy they were and this and that. This is the perfect trail, single track riding machine out there in terms of the power, the throttle response, the smoothness, and just making your experience a whole lot better. You don't have to be afraid of this 2-stroke. If anything, it's more of the 4-strokes that are crazier now, just of how smooth this is, and then being able to still have that crazy 2-stroke power right there when you need it. Absolutely amazing. Now, all in all, the brand, the parts it comes with, the suspension, the 2-stroke, and just playfulness, the height of it, the weight of it, everything about this bike wrapped up into one is the perfect trail bike that you can get on the market. If you're a little bit of a taller guy, maybe look into a KTM, but KTM, Husqvarna, same, company, just depending on what you want. Everything right off the bat is going to allow you to have a good machine for years to come, a machine that you're going to be able to grow on, to do the things you're looking to do on, upgrade. Right off the bat, you're not going to need to do anything to this bike other than maybe adjust your seat height by shaving it, or maybe even doing the internal lowering. And then other than that, just maybe add some protection parts that you wish here and there. You're going to be good to go. Literally hit the single track trail the next day after you buy this bike. And I'm not even joking about that. Set your idle speed, put the oil in, make sure you have enough gas, and you're going to be good to go. If you're on the edge about buying this bike or looking into getting a newer generation bike, feel free to comment below or message me on Instagram. I'm super happy to give you guys some advice and point you in the right direction. But these are the reasons reasons why I went with this bike, and I've had so much success, nothing but just fun out on the trail with this bike. Highly recommend it. If you guys have any questions or have any other topics you want me to cover, drop that in the comments. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. I will catch you guys in the next one.